Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Welcome back to our classes, inshallah, with Arabic language using Madina books. This is our second lesson for the lesson one in book one, inshallah. We are going to do some grammars of these three pages that we did, inshallah. Okay, and as most of the Arabic books, when they start the grammars, they start with aqsamul kalam. Okay. أقسام الكلام are called the part of the speech. أقسام الكلام. Okay, we start with this one, inshallah. And this will be our first lesson for the grammar. We do the parts of the speech with this first page, second page, and third page, inshallah. We try to explain to our students as clear as possible, inshallah. So the parts of the speech in Arabic, we have three. We have al-ism, we have al-fi'l, and we have al-harf. What is al-ism? What is al-fi'l? What is al-harf? Al-ism is called the noun, al-fi'l is the verb, and al-harf is the particle. Okay? So in this book, we are going to focus more in the beginning. We are going to focus more in the noun al-ism and in the particle al-harf. The verb, we are going to see this later on, inshallah. Okay, so we have ism, and we have harf, and we have al-fi'l. Okay, al-fi'l is the verb. We do this later on, inshallah. Okay, so we leave it here. Al-harf is the particle. We are going to see some huruf now. Okay, and during the full lesson, and the ism is the noun. Okay, we are going to see an ism is different categories. In ism as well, we have many kind of ism. We call ism as well. So we're going to study this, inshallah. So we have what we call an ism, we have al-harf, and we have al-fi'l. Okay, so leave al-fi'l alone. You see after. We're going to study, inshallah, al-harf and al-ism. Okay, so English has 8 parts of speech. We have the noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, interjection, verb, conjunction, preposition. Okay, these are for English. It's why I did them as quick as possible. In Arabic, that's different. In Arabic, we have only 3. Okay, 3 of them. We have the verb, al-fi'l, and we have al-harf, particle, and we have al-ism as well, the noun. And the noun will be divided in many. Okay, that we are going to see them, inshallah, one by one. Bismillah. We come back to our pages. We have the first lesson focused on هذا, which is ism ishara, demonstrative pronoun. That's a pronoun in English, but in Arabic we call this an ism. Okay, ism ishara هذا. So we have in al-asma, we have first ism ishara. Okay, sorry. أسماء الإشارة we have so far we know I won't confuse you with all of them. We do whatever only what we didn't what we don't cross. Okay, هذا is one of الأسماء الإشارة. Okay, that's the first one we have. هذا اسم إشارة, and we have بيت اسم as well, but it's not إشارة. Okay, it's just a proper noun. Okay, we call this a proper noun. هذا اسم إشارة, and بيت is to make a جملة هي sentence. هذا بيت. Okay. The second one is called بيت is called a proper noun, which is called as well in Arab. It is اسم العلم. اسم علم. Okay. Proper noun or اسم العلم. So far we know two of الأسماء. We won't confuse. Okay. We have هذا بيت. This is a house. And we have this or هذا is called اسم إشارة. بيت is called اسم علم. Okay. This is for the first part of the speech of the كلام. The كلام is, or the speech is divided in three parts. We have first الاسم, and from الاسم we have اسم الإشارة, we have اسم العلم, okay, and we have others or others as well that we name. Okay, different, they are nouns, but they are different categories of the noun. Okay, so step by step we learn them inshallah. For those who didn't understand, don't confuse yourself to say I didn't understand. So step by step we will repeat them inshallah. Okay, this is for this page. Yeah, for the first page we have as well هذا كتاب, هذا قلم, and هذا مفتاح. Okay, we have اسم إشارة. We have اسم الإشارة in the beginning, and we have اسم العلم. Okay, which is a proper noun. Okay, and مفتاح, we know that this kind of metal in specific shape is called a key. That's a proper noun. We cannot say water or, that's a proper noun. We call that al-alam in Arabic. Okay, so let's inshallah go for next page where we can find another names, another particles. In the second page we saw ما هذا. ما هذا, I said هذا is اسم إشارة, and we have ما. We use this to ask questions. Okay, and we call this as well ism, but it's ism. Okay, what we call istifham. Ism istifham, we use this kind of asma to ask questions. Okay, ma and others as well that we can see during our lessons inshallah. So we have the third name or third ism that we learned here. It's called ism istifham. Okay, so ما هذا, هذا بيت, هذا بيت, هذا بيت. We have here as well ism إشارة. هذا بيت. We have اسم العلم بيت, and we have another one which is a. A is a letter, is a harf, is a particle. It's not ism. It is for asking questions as well as ma. Ma is ism, but a is harf. Okay, so we have the same characteristics for istifham, for questions, for asking. What we call this harf istifham. Okay, that's called harf istifham. That's the first حرف we say. حرف. That's the first حرف we have now. حرف استفهام. And we can see other حروف as well later on. Okay? But for حرف استفهام, the first one. And we have نعم. When we ask with هذا بيت, we expect to get the answer by yes or no. Yes or no. So we have the answer here by نعم. And we have هذا بيت, which is obvious. Sentence هذا بيت as اسم and اسم. So here we have نعم and we have لا. Okay? لا. These two letters, they are called حرف الجواب. It's not اسم, it's حرف الجواب. Okay? We call this حرف الجواب. So we have another حرف here as well. حرف جواب. حرف الجواب. Second one. Okay. The second حرف. We have حرف استفهام and حرف جواب. Okay. We have these two. حرف استفهام. Sorry, حرف جواب. حرف الجواب and حرف استفهام. حرف استفهام we use to ask, and حرف جواب we answer in general in the majority of the cases after هذا we say نعم or لا. Okay, so others are the same. هذا قميص. ما هذا, both are أسماء. هذا سرير. هذا سرير. هذا كرسي. لا هذا كرسي. Okay, so we have in these two sentences we have الحرف which is and we have الحرف which is لا. Okay, let's go for next page. Those who we did and I think these are the only one that we have, inshallah. That's the only one we have. So in here as well, we have here ما هذا, both of them they are, both are in this page, both of them they are اسم إشارة اسم استفهام. Okay, so اسم استفهام. Okay. That the we have as well here as well as said الحرف. Okay, حرف we have two حروف here. So far we have more than two, but just what we are going to learn or what we learn so far are two حروف, and we leave الفعل for next time. Okay, so before we finish, I want just to add. We are going to add okay, we're going to add الجملة to prepare the next lesson of the grammar inshallah. We are going to add الجملة الاسمية and الجملة الفعلية. Okay, الكلام is about three parts. اسم, حرف, فعل, and the sentence is about جملة اسمية or جملة فعلية. Okay, جملة اسمية. Okay, and we have جملة فعلية. what we want to say by this جملة اسمية جملة فعلية. الجملة الاسمية is any sentence starting with الاسم. And الجملة الفعلية is any sentence starting with الفعل. Okay? If our sentence starts with الاسم, we call this جملة اسمية. If our sentence starts with الفعل, that's called جملة فعلية. Okay? Remember this. We are going to repeat this all the time. Okay? So far, we are going to see only جملة الاسمية in our maybe 7 or 8 lessons. We are going to see only جملة اسمية so far. Okay? We have الجملة الاسمية. We have الجملة الفعلية as well. الجملة الفعلية, we are going to speak about it. It's about starting with الفعل. Okay, a verb means it will have الفعل plus الفاعل. Okay. Sometimes it comes with مفعول به. This is الجملة الفعلية. It has فعل and فاعل. Always فعل and فاعل to make a جملة مفيدة. But in جملة اسمية, it is about مبتدأ plus الخبر that we are going to do and to explain next lesson inshallah of this grammar. Okay, maybe we post tomorrow or next 2 or 3 days after posting other pages inshallah of exercises. Okay, so remember, just we recapitulate here, we say that al-aqsam al-kalam, the speech in Arabic is about is about 3 parts. Al-kalam, the speech is about 3 parts. We have ism, harf and fi'l. Ism is the noun, al-harf is the particle, al-fi'l is the action, the verb. So ism is divided in many categories as well. We have ism ishara, هذا, we learn. Ism al-alam, al-miftah, the name of a person, the name of a country, the name of a car. Okay, it's called alam. Ism istifham, we use ism istifham, and we have many to ask. ما هذا, ما is ism istifham. And for the particle, we say as well that al-harf has many as well. It's not only one, it has many. So the particle is about حرف استفهام. We use حرف استفهام for asking as well. هذا. You have حرف جواب that we see yes or no. We learn this. Okay. And we have as well for the sentences making the أقسام الكلام inside. In a sentence, we find either اسم, حرف or فعل. We cannot find anything else. Okay. The jumla which start with an ism, this one is called jumla ismiya. And jumla ismiya is always composed by mubtada and khabar. And the sentence which start with a fi'l, a verb, is called jumla fi'liya. Okay, it is composed about fi'l, fi'l and fa'il. Okay, by this inshallah we finished our first lesson of the grammar for these 3 pages. It will be the same for other pages as well, and we add step by step other informations inshallah for the grammar and vocabulary as well. Okay, jazakumullah khair inshallah. See you next lesson for the vocabulary inshallah. We do the page 4 and 5 and then we continue our grammar inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.